Elaine Thompson Herah, impressive 300 meters of 400 meters. Plus, Jamaica's Andrew Hudson wins. And Rochelle Clayton also wins. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, moments ago, Rochelle Clayton of the Elite Track Club was very impressive, winning the 400 meters at the John Woolmer Speedfest 2023 held at the National Stadium. The 400 meter hurdler won the timed finals, winning Heat 1 in a time of 53.78, which proved to be the fastest time for the heat. The 400 meter hurdler did look impressive running this flat 400, and it had said this about running 400 meter flats earlier this season.
My least favorite training session, repeat 400s. It's a killer. It doesn't matter if it's 2, it's 3, or it's 10. Repeat 400s are a killer because the rest time is minimal and you need to run it in a particular time. So it's hectic, it's hard, it's a killer, I hate it. Repeat 400s.
Well, Rochelle, those repeat 400s are clearly working because your flat 400s is getting stronger and stronger, which is going to impact your 400 meter hurdles later in the open season. Now, Andrew Hudson, the 200 meter national champion for Jamaica, who joined us last year, he formerly represented the United States. Well, he won his first event in the outdoor season, winning at the Spring Break Classic, running a time of 10.12 seconds in the men's 100 meters. 10.12 is a very impressive time for your first race for the 2023 season and this early in the season. So I'm going to be curious to see what Andrew Hudson will be doing. He looked really good to me last year in the 200 meters. He ran some very impressive times. So let's see what he has held in store for us. But his first race for the 2023 season, 10.12, we should take note, people. That's impressive for your first race. There's no doubt that this lady is why you clicked on the video. Elaine Thompson Herah just ran her first 400 meters for the 2023 season. Now we know she does not like this race, and I know you're going to say, Peter, she did not win the race. So what do you mean she was impressive for the first 300 meters? And that's exactly what I meant. She led for the entire first 300 meters. She looked really, really, really good, and in fact she looked way better than the first 400 meters she ran last year in 2022. She looked much healthier, much fitter. She wasn't out of breath. She just ran a better. Anyway, you know what? I'm just going to show you a small clip. Watch. First, let me give you the official results. It was Kiefer Bailey who ran and won in a time of 55.04. Elaine Thompson Herah came fifth and ran 1 minute 8.88 seconds. Now, as you clearly saw in those clips, coming into the final 100 meters, she was ahead of everyone, and then she pretty much stopped running, because that's what she was there to do. I'm going to explain to you, what I mean by she was impressive, because she really was impressive. To be very frank with you, it was not a great time, but she looked really, really solid for that 300 meters, and she stopped running in the last 100 like she was walking, literally. Now, we did see her early in the season running a 60-meter dash at the Karsten Volholm Invitational, where she won easily in a time of 7.30 on a very, very strange surface in the 60 meters.
Pleasure to be here. It's my first time on this side. I've been to Oslo Diamond League, but it's my first time in this area. I know I wake up this morning 7:30 and I peeped through my window and it was still dark. I was like, what is going on? But
What kind of experience was this, Elaine?
It was a good one. I'm new to this surface,
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. You see, I'm looking for something that maybe most of you are not looking for. In that very first race where she won at 7.30, it was a very odd surface. I think we all unanimously said it, and she said it. It was not a surface she was used to. So I think she was a little cautious and still ran a solid time and was way ahead of everyone. And in this 400 meters, clearly her coach told her, concentrate, because this is really about building her stamina for the 200 meters. And we know she hates this 400 meters. And in fact, most sprinters, with the exception of maybe Shericka Jackson or Fred Curley, absolutely abhor the 400 meters. And the truth is, she dominated for the first 200 meters and led right up until the 300 meter mark and walked home. If you look at the very last clip, you realize that she stopped running when they ran past her. She literally stopped. She stopped at the last 100 meters. Now, what I'm looking for is 3 things. Last year when she did the 400 meters, she was winded, exhausted. Even the first 200 meters, she looked terrible. She did not look that way this year. And I was really looking for it. So obviously her fitness level is much higher at the very beginning of her outdoor season. She looks healthier. She looks better. Her pace was measured. She ran well. She clearly could run much fast in the first 200 or 300 meters, but she looked good. And that's what I'm looking for. Remember, this is still prepping for the real outdoor season. That's all she's doing. She looked, for me, I went back and I looked at her 400 meter race last year. In fact, I'm probably going to do a comparison. And honestly speaking, she looked way better running this 400 meters. Like I said, led for the first 300 meters and she just stopped running. Because clearly that was the instruction of her coach. She didn't look winded, exhausted, tired like last year. Last year she looked terrible. She concerned me last year. She concerned all of us. So yes, for me, she was impressive. So in her first race, that 60 meter, and her last race, first race, that 7.30, I think was clearly because it was a very weird looking surface. And the smart athlete she is, she took her time on the surface and still ran and won quite easily in a not very impressive 7.30. And like I said, to me, she was impressive in this particular race. So yes, she was impressive in the first 300 meters of this race. Very, very impressive. And by comparison to her run last year, way better. She looks much more relaxed in the shoulders. And like I said, she wasn't completely winded. Last year, within the first 150, she looked like she was going to fall over the track. She didn't look like that this year, and I was very, very happy to see that. Again, prep stage, people. She's just prepping. All of this is about later on in the outdoor season. So for me, from my perspective, I don't know what's happening with her. Don't know what her coaches are seeing. I'm not in her camp, and I have no connection to her camp like I do to some other camps. But she looks good. I'm looking to see if she looks healthy, if she looks fit. That run says she's fit. And I didn't see any injury issues. She looked good. So I'm pleased. But this, of course, is merely my 2 cents. I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now, I'm going to say it again. We're starting a new channel. It's called, well, when we get to that, and when I'm going to ask you as the family, as my royals, when I'm going to ask you to all go over there and just subscribe to the channel. I need to get at least the first 1,000 subscribers as soon as it's possible. You're going to absolutely love the content. The content is about a better life in general, in every way. So look out for that. And again, we have a huge announcement coming, hopefully early in next week. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you're royals, you're kings and queens. Bless up.